Want to finally shed stubborn body fat for good? Today I'm sharing science-backed fat loss strategies from top nutrition experts. Forget fad diets. This is about what really works, backed by research. Let's dive in. To get everyone on the same page, I started by speaking with Dr. Eric Helms, an expert in sports nutrition and physique enhancement. Eric emphasized that while fat loss might seem complicated, the underlying principles are quite straightforward. Calories in versus calories out. In simple terms, fat loss occurs when you consume fewer calories than your body needs to maintain its current weight. This energy deficit forces your body to tap into stored fat for fuel. But here's the catch. The goal isn't just to lose weight, it's to lose fat while preserving as much muscle as possible. To do this, Eric laid out 5 essential principles. First, you need to create an energy deficit. This can be done through diet, exercise, or a combination of both. But don't make the deficit too extreme, as that can lead to muscle loss. A safe target is to aim for 0.5% to 1.5% of your body weight loss per week. The leaner you are, the more conservative you should be. Next is resistance training. This is crucial because it signals to your body that it needs to keep the muscle. The third point Eric made is the importance of consuming enough protein. A good guideline is around 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. This ensures you're providing the building blocks needed for muscle repair and maintenance. The final 2 keys involve managing your cardio volume and keeping the types of cardio appropriate. While cardio can help increase the calorie deficit, too much can be counterproductive by causing muscle breakdown. Aim for no more than 30 minutes of low-intensity cardio daily, supplemented by 1 or 2 high-intensity interval sessions weekly. The takeaway here is that while creating an energy deficit is vital, how you achieve it matters. I then asked Eric about whether the types of foods you eat make a difference in fat loss. Do certain foods have a fat-burning advantage? The answer isn't as black and white as some might think. Yes, it all comes down to energy balance, consuming fewer calories than you expend. But not all calories are equal when it comes to managing hunger, energy levels, and adherence to a diet. Highly processed foods often have a lower thermic effect of food, TEF, meaning they require less energy for your body to digest and absorb. On the other hand, whole foods, such as lean proteins, vegetables, and fruits, tend to have a higher TEF, which means your body uses more energy to process them. These foods are also more filling, helping control hunger. The recommendation is to eat mostly single-ingredient foods. Think lean proteins, vegetables, fruits, and healthy carbs like sweet potatoes and oats. That said, it doesn't mean you can't enjoy treats. Incorporating small amounts of your favorite foods can help you stay on track by making the diet feel less restrictive. Cliff Wilson, a renowned natural bodybuilding coach, shared his expertise on getting to different levels of leanness. He made a distinction between being beach lean and being competition shredded. Getting beach lean might involve a visible six-pack and some muscle definition, but it doesn't require the same level of consistency and diligence as getting stage ready. The difference lies in the level of effort and the duration of dieting. You can afford some slip-ups and still achieve a beach lean look, but every detail counts when aiming for that ultra-shredded physique. Cliff also mentioned that while it's possible to get extremely lean, it isn't always sustainable or healthy. The deeper you go into a fat loss phase, the more likely you are to experience fatigue, mood changes, and even muscle loss. When it comes to stubborn fat, genetics play a big role. Some people may have more fat in their lower abs, lower back, or thighs, which is harder to lose. The key is to keep dieting. Eventually, your body will tap into those stubborn areas. But be prepared for the process to be uncomfortable, especially if it's your first time reaching that level of leanness. I also spoke with So-Hee Lee, a sports nutritionist who specializes in sustainable fat loss. So-Hee emphasized that many people make the mistake of jumping on extreme diets, cutting out entire food groups or following rigid plans like keto or intermittent fasting. While these approaches can yield short-term results, they're often difficult to maintain. The solution? Find small, sustainable changes that fit your current lifestyle. This means incorporating habits that don't feel like a burden and can be consistently followed. So-Hee mentioned designing your environment to make healthy choices easier, like keeping healthy snacks visible and high-calorie treats out of sight. Another important point is not relying solely on motivation. Motivation tends to be high at the beginning of a diet, but can quickly wane. Building habits and creating repeatable routines will help you stay on track even when motivation dips. If you can make healthy eating a habit rather than a daily decision, it becomes much easier to stick with. To get a better understanding of why people struggle to maintain weight loss, I spoke with Dr. Lane Norton. Lane explained that most diets fail because people aren't prepared for the long-term challenge of maintaining their results. The majority of people regain the weight they lost because they go back to their old eating habits. Lane highlighted 5 key behaviors that help people successfully keep the weight off. These include cognitive restraint, like calorie tracking, regular self-monitoring, weighing yourself or tracking your progress, and regular exercise. Interestingly, those who succeed in maintaining weight loss often use structured programs, like working with a coach or following a diet plan rather than winging it. Finally, Lane touched on the concept of low recency. People who value long-term goals over short-term gratification are more successful in weight maintenance. It's about being able to delay the satisfaction of that donut in favor of achieving your goal weight. I reached out to Dr. Eric Trexler to discuss the role of supplements in fat loss. The supplement market is flooded with products claiming to help you burn fat, but Dr. Trexler made it clear that most of them have limitations. For example, caffeine can boost energy expenditure, but the body quickly adapts to its effects. Instead of relying on fat burners, Dr. Trexler recommended supplements that support overall health during a fat loss phase. These include whey protein to help meet protein needs, fish oil for essential fatty acids, and a good multivitamin to cover any potential nutrient gaps. Remember, supplements can help optimize your diet but won't replace the need for an energy deficit. Let's sum it up. Fat loss is simple in theory, but requires discipline and consistency in practice. You need to create an energy deficit, prioritize resistance training, consume sufficient protein, manage cardio appropriately, and choose foods that make dieting easier. If your goal is sustainable weight loss, avoid extreme measures and focus on building repeatable habits. Don't fall for the latest fad diet or supplement craze. Stick with the basics. Find a diet approach that fits your lifestyle and make gradual adjustments. Remember, the journey is different for everyone, and what works for one person might not work for another. Thanks for sticking around. I hope these insights from our experts gave you a clearer picture of what it takes to lose fat effectively. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more science-based fitness content. Check the description for links to the resources and experts mentioned. See you in the next one.